160 like convicted felonies?
Yeah, convicted.
What's up, everybody? I'm Blessed and Free. Welcome back to another episode of DOC TV. So if you guys are new and you're tuning in for the first time, we talk a lot on this channel about prison and the shit that goes on the inside. And you know I like doing interviews, and especially when they're from different states, because everybody's states, how they do their time is different. And every person that does their time does it different. So we're going to jump right into this interview, man. Why don't you go ahead and just tell the people your name and where you're from?
Yo, my name is Lawson Bennett. Everybody calls me LB. I'm from Roxborough, North Carolina.
All right, shout out North Carolina. So man, tell the people a little bit about like what your upbringing was like, what your childhood was like, and you know, just how you grew up.
Well, like when I was younger, my family was real good. I used to go to a charter school, but then my little brother died when he was like 3 months old. So that kind of threw my family off. So, you know, I kind of went to the street.
Hey, man, I'm sorry to hear about that, man.
Yeah, so, you know, my dad had my little brother and my little sister. My mom was running off. So, you know, I kind of ended up running with my older brothers and stuff. You know, we had to do what we had to do
to survive.
Yeah, before I go without, you know what I'm saying, or somebody I love go without, I gotta do what I gotta do.
Yeah, facts, bro. So when you started getting into that lifestyle, man, like what kind of lifestyle were you getting into? Were you like drug dealing? Were you a jack boy? Like, how'd you survive out there?
My oldest brother, he was like the drug dealer, but me and my other older brother, like the middle brother, we was like the jack boy. I got 160 felonies on my record for like B&Es, larcenies, guns, you know, all that.
Man,
I've been doing that for a while.
160 like convicted felonies?
Yeah, convicted.
Damn, dog, you ain't even fucking off out there.
Nah, I've been locked up 10 of the last 11 years, you know what I'm saying?
Well, fucking welcome home, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So when was the first, I mean, that's going to take a long time to go through 160 felonies, but what was your first big charge that finally sent you to prison?
Me and my brother and a couple other people, we caught like 50 felonies at one time. It was all for breaking and entering. It was like a crime spree that happened over like a month. It all ended up catching up to us. And, you know, it was my first time being in trouble. I was 16 and they offered me probation, but they was trying to give my brother like 7 years. So I took the blame for everything, and they took that plea bargain back and gave me 3.5 years. I was like, damn. So I ended up doing that. I got out when I was 19, and, you know, that was my first bid. I was an adult at 16 here.
So and that was in North Carolina that you did your first prison bid?
Yep.
All right. So, I mean, Florida prisons are crazy corrupted, crazy for gangs and shit like that. So explain to the people, man, that don't know, like, what is North Carolina prison like?
Oh yeah, it's like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be about it. I mean, if you don't got no fucked up charges and you stay to yourself, you know what I'm saying, and you're a respectable person, you hold your own, you know what I'm saying, it ain't could be that bad. But you know, there's gangs everywhere, you know, there's Blood, Crips, Latin Kings, you know, Third 13, you know, GDs, everything that's probably everywhere else.
Yeah. Did you get down when you were in prison, or?
No, I ain't never get down with that. I fought with a lot of people, you know, from every point, you know.
Yeah.
I fought with Blood, Crips, I fought with GDs, I fought with everybody. A Latin King dude did my tattoos on my head and shit.
Yeah, you got some raw ass work, bro. You're wet the fuck up, bro. What's on? Show the people watching, man, like your head and shit. That shit looks like it's good work.
My whole head's like a no snitching piece, like this. There's like a skull with the clock on the top. You know I'm saying how much time I did. And then it says loose lips. I don't know what side it says on. This side.
Yeah, loose lips, sink ships.
It says loose lips, sink ships. And then I got
that shit's raw, bro.
I got Marilyn Monroe on the back with my finger over her lip.
Yeah, that's gangster right there, bro. I like that shit.
Yeah.
So when you got into North Carolina prison, man, and like, are there like tests of hearts? Do you have to fight when you get in there, or is it kind of like smooth?
Oh yeah, like you're gonna have to prove yourself there. Like I've been to high rise, and that's like that's over where you go like 16 to 18. It's like baby gladiator school, and it's rough there. You know, you gotta fight the COs, you gotta fight, you know, the inmates. But then you go to Polk, and they call that gladiator school, and you fight there almost every week. You know,
Man,
so
so
when you get to older spreads, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a lot more stabbing and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the prison I just left this year, 3 people done died. You know, 2 of them was police.
When you went your first time, man, when was the first time when you were in there that you like started witnessing like corruption? Because I heard you say you had to fight the guards, and that's not in the protocol for them. So, like, what kind of corruption's going on in North Carolina?
Hey, it's real bad now with all that corona shit, and then you know, with all the shit that's going on in the world with the police, you know, already doing people wrong and shit. Man, that shit's 10 times worse than that, you know, because you can't tell nobody in there. Like, you can tell your family 1,000 times, hey, the police just whooped my ass, but they just gonna throw you in the hole and goddamn not let you get your mail or not let you make phone calls. You know, you might be in there beat the fuck up and shit. They'll play mind games with you, man. Like, that place is fucked up, man.
Yeah, it sounds kind of like Florida, bro.
The coronavirus fucked shit up too. Like you're always on lockdown because of the coronavirus now.
And they love that too, bro. They love putting a bitch on lockdown.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. The prison I just left had like 5,000 people in it, and like the whole prison had coronavirus in like December. Like it's bad now. Like I would never put myself back in that place for nothing.
Yeah, man. So what happened when you got out of prison, man? Like, did you have like a plan when you got out, or you kind of just got out and started doing the same shit that sent you the first time?
Well, I had stacked up a little bit of money, you know, and I had a son when I was in prison this time for this 2 years. So, you know, I wanted to be with my family and shit. You know, I knew I had to take care of my son. So right now, yeah, I mean, I'm not the perfect dude, you know, but I do work, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about, so you went to prison how many times in North Carolina?
3.
So when you got out that first time, were you ready to chill out, or were you like, nah,
I was still wild. I got out wide open. I ain't give a fuck.
Yeah. That's crazy, ain't it? How that shit works.
Yeah, I ain't think I thought I was untouchable the first time I got out, man. But they taught me again because I only stayed out 3 months, and they gave me 5.5 years the next time. So I knew they weren't bullshitting that time.
So what sent you back your second time?
The same shit. I just got out. Like I said, I'm a jack boy, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I go get it. If I don't got it, I go get it. Well, I used to be like that. I'm not like that now, but
so some people watching, man, they don't know like the lingo a lot. Some of them have been to prison. Explain to the people watching what a jack boy does and is.
Yeah, like I'm going to get it. If I need something, I'm going to take it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Don't look at me like a thief, because I'm not a thief. I'll take it to your face. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, there's a difference too, and a lot of people don't understand that. There's a slime ball thief, and then you got somebody that steps off in your chest and is just like, let me get that.
Now, when I was younger, I would get it. However, like I said, I got a bunch of B&Es. I would get it how I would get it. You know what I'm saying? But as I got older, I won't with that shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, I just got it from, you know, people that deserve to get got. You know what I'm saying? Or
yeah, like, were you hitting dope boys?
Yeah. I mean,
it's usually always, man.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah. So, all right, man, you got sentenced back to 5.5 years in North Carolina prison. What prison did you end up in that time?
I went to Polk. That's where they call gladiator school. That was my second time going there.
What was that like?
I mean, it's like gladiator school. You're gonna fight all the time, you know. So, you know, everybody knows what Polk is in North Carolina, you know.
Yeah, it's like legendary.
Yeah. It's right beside a federal prison too. So it's in Butner, North Carolina.
And how does it work, man, if you're not affiliated going into prison in North Carolina? I mean, you're white, obviously. Florida, it's hard, man, for a neutron white especially if you ain't fighting, you're done. Is it like that up there?
Well, I've done had a lot of people done try to get me down before. I done could have been anything, you know what I'm saying? I'm definitely not with the racist shit though, but you know, I could have been a lot of shit, you know, I could have been anything, but I like standing on my own because I've always been on my own, you know what I'm saying?
Respect.
So I can handle my own problems. And yeah, they used to cause me problems at the beginning, but like for real, once people see that you ain't no bullshit and you're gonna stand up for yourself, you don't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like people respect that, you know. People can realize, you know, real recognize real for real.
Yeah, that's a fact, bro. So what made you not want to join? What made you not want to join a gang?
I mean, I've done came close a couple of times, but like I said, I like being on my own. You know, I hustle and shit too. So when I'm in prison, I hustle on my own, you know.
What type of hustles were you doing in prison, man?
I mean, shit. I don't want to knock nobody else's hustle that they got something going on right now. So I really don't want to. But you know, everything that goes on the street goes on in there too. You know, anything that you want in prison, you can get. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Anything basically besides some pussy, and you can get in prison.
You can get that too at the right price for real. Sometimes.
Damn, that's crazy, bro. In Florida, man. There's a lot of fucking booty bandits, man. Is that shit going on in North Carolina?
Oh, hell nah. Hell nah. Like, if there's a punk, like, we don't let punks stay up in our block. Like, if it's a punk, if a faggot comes up in the block, nah, you gotta leave, because we all grown men in here, and we're not gonna be living around no punk. You know what I'm saying? Like, now, some of that shit happens like that, but if something like that happens, you're in a weak ass prison, you know what I'm saying? And they want it to happen, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like, oh, I'm gonna rape you. I mean, I'm sure that shit does happen some places, but nah, that shit ain't going down like that here. Not in none of the prisons I've been to in North Carolina or Virginia.
That's crazy, man. I was in one of the roughest prisons in Florida, and it had more booty bandits than it did anything else. So maybe I should have done my crimes in North Carolina, bro.
It's a lot of stabbings, gang stabbings, and they stab the police and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, a lot of shit's going on right now. Like, prison ain't the same right now because like this corona and all this Black Lives Matter and all this. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I went to the hole right before I came home for like 4 months for a cite and a riot. You know what I'm saying? Because the police came in there and started beating the shit out of somebody because he was on K2. And I just said, nah, I was like, fuck that. Take him to the hole. Don't goddamn whoop his ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, I jumped off my bed. I stood up for him, and they goddamn whooped my goddamn ass and put me in the hole and kept my goddamn mail. And I sat there 4 months for nothing.
Yeah,
like,
they do that shit in Florida, bro. They love not giving people their mail, bro. That shit should be illegal, man. I don't know how to get away with that.
It ain't no way to prove it though, man. They're so fucking deep and corrupted in there, bro. Like, man, it's crazy, bro. Man, I would never put myself in that position no more. I've never saw the police just pull somebody out. I mean, they ain't do it to me because I had people that would stick up for me. Like I said, I fought with a lot of people. So, but like, say it was just like an average dude that wanted a gang, and like, you know, he did some dumb shit. You know, you got some wild turkeys in jail too that get high and run around all day and do dumb ass shit. But they might pull one of them out and just whoop their ass for no reason. And you're like, damn, they come back crying and shit. Like, you'd be like, damn, why the police doing that shit for real, man? Like,
that used to drive me crazy because people don't realize that have never been in those situations. Like how helpless you feel as a man, knowing like, yeah, I can go crash out and crash one of them, but then 10 are going to come, break all my ribs, give me no mail, not give me my trays. That shit used to drive me crazy watching that shit, bro.
Yeah.
So when you were in there, man, like when you were in on your second bid doing the 5, what was the craziest thing you saw in there as far as the violence goes?
I saw somebody twink out on K2. You know what K2 is, right?
Yeah, the Tucci Spice.
Yeah, Tucci. Yeah, Spice. Somebody, you know, that shit comes on paper now. So somebody,
I didn't know that.
Somebody smoked some paper and goddamn, you clip it up with fingernail clippers. It just takes a little bit. And he twinked out and he went and hit the fence. And they shot him right in front of us, you know what I'm saying?
Did they know he was like twacked out on Tucci?
I mean, I'm sure they got out, they warned him one time and then they did it. He got to it was 3 fences. He got to the second fence, so I don't know. But I know that shit fucks with me though, thinking about that shit. I mean, I done saw people get stabbed. I done been stabbed. Man, a lot of shit crazy shit happens in there.
All right, man. Well, that was kind of my next question because a lot of people that do time have like PTSD and shit like that. When did you start to recognize that shit was affecting you personally?
Oh man, I know it fucks with me because like I came home this time and man, like it's harder to come home than it is to go in for real, man. I came home, I didn't have shit. And, you know, I got a couple homeboys that's been looking out for me. My boy Fat Cat and shit. Damn. And I got a couple people that's been looking out for me, my girl, my baby mama and shit. So I've been trying to cope with it, but I know I got anger problems now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm real snappy and shit, man. And it's like I said, it's harder to come home than it is. Man, it's been hard, bro.
So let's talk about that, man.
And everything. I didn't have no clothes or nothing. Like I had to come all the way back. You know what I'm saying?
Starting from the bottom, man.
It's kind of like you saw that new Space Jam movie.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when LeBron James came back at halftime on that bit. But I'm back. I'm back now. I'm back now though.
Yeah. So what'd you get stabbed? Like, where'd you get stabbed at, man?
I got stabbed right here. You can't see it barely because my tattoo.
Yeah, the camera's a little okay. Oh yeah, I see the scar right there.
I got hit on my head.
How did that?
I got hit on my hand.
In your hand?
When I took the knife.
Damn, dog. So what caused all that, man? I gotta hear this.
Somebody owed some money. Dude owed me some money and shit.
That's how it always. Yeah. That's like the main reason, bro. All the stabbings go down is over money.
We fought 3 times. I beat him up 3 times. And I don't think he like getting beat up by a white boy, so goddamn. Motherfucker came at me with a goddamn knife. I was like, God damn, that ain't this motherfucker.
Shit got real in the battlefield.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is what it is, though, you know.
Yeah. All right, man. So when you were in on this 5-piece, man, did you have support? Like, I know you said your baby mom's looking out now and your friend. But were people riding like your family with you when you were in there, like supporting you?
My dad put some, you know, he'll look out a couple times a month, you know. I was getting money in there and shit, man. Damn, you know, hustling and shit. So sometimes I would send money home too. But
that's what's up,
bro. Before I was put in that opportunity though, you know, my baby mama supported me, my dad. You know, my homeboy Fat Cat, they always been there, you know.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. It's hard to do time when you don't have people supporting you.
Yeah, but when you're a real dude on the street, man, and people know that you're a real dude, and like everybody in my town knows me, you know what I'm saying? Everybody in my town knows that I go and do my time. I ain't never told on nobody, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't never come to question with anybody, you know? Like, I'm the realest white boy in my town, for real.
Yeah, what town are you at right now? Where are you living?
Roxborough, right beside Durham.
Okay.
Like, I'm in the triangle. Yeah, it's all right. I'm trying to get up out of here, though. Yeah. I'm on parole right now, though, so I can't.
All right, man. So after you did your 5-piece, when you got out that time, like, were you ready to stop, or did you get back out again and do the same shit?
Well, I got out. I did 2 in when I did that 5.5. I did it straight, but I did 2 in North Carolina. And when I thought I was getting out, Virginia came and hit me with some charges. So I had to go up there and end up taking that shit to trial. Dude told on me named Stick testified against me for 2 days. I ended up getting 3.5 years up there. So I ended up getting out of Virginia prison. And then I was doing good, you know, and then some shit happened and goddamn police tried to blame me for some shit. So I took off and I went everywhere. I went to goddamn Colorado, Vegas, California, motherfucking Seattle. I ended up getting caught by the goddamn U.S. Marshals in Seattle and shit for probation violation.
Man, that's not good when they're looking for you.
Yeah, they ended up finding out I didn't do the charge. They tried to hit me with a robbery charge. They ended up finding out my homeboy DL, he kept it real, and he told them, he was like, hey, Lawson ain't had nothing to do with that shit. So they dropped them charges, but I still had probation violation because I absconded. The U.S. Marshals caught me in Seattle in November 2019, and they flew me all the way back to North Carolina. I got 2 years for probation violation. I just got out July 2nd, and I'm going to court right now in Virginia for probation violation for going to Seattle, and I just served 2 years for that. but I still got probation violation up there, and they're trying to give me like 3 months to a year. So I don't know what's going on with that.
But did you go to prison in Virginia, or those are the charges
Yeah,
you did?
I went to when I did that 5.5, 3.5 of that was in Virginia prison.
How was prison in North Carolina compared to prison in Virginia?
Prison in Virginia is a lot softer than prison in North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? But like you get TV, you can buy a TV for like $350 in Virginia. You got tablets in Virginia. We just got tablets in North Carolina. So like time was a little bit easier to do up there, but like they're a lot softer up there though. Like not a lot happens up there. You know what I'm saying?
You're just riding your time out smooth and shit.
Yep. Yeah,
I know some people that went to prison in Virginia. What prison did you go to when you were in Virginia?
I went to Nottoway, then I went to Camp 23, then I went to Green Rock, then I went to Sussex too. I kept
on all around there, bro.
Yeah, I kept on fucking up and shit, man. So I went from like minimum to medium to close. You know what I'm saying?
What's something you took away from, like, you know, because when you look back, you realize like, man, I shouldn't have done this or that. Like, what would you have done different?
I wish I would have did all that dope shit when I was young, for real, man. Like, I noticed now that, you know, that time that I did, I can never get back, man. And I'm 27 now, and I've only been out 1 year since goddamn I was 16. And that year I was on the run. So, you know, like, I notice now, like, I enjoy it way better out here. You can't put a price on freedom, man. I don't care if it was $1 million, I wouldn't do nothing right now. I just want to do what I'm doing, working, you know what I'm saying, staying out the way, man. Like, I'm changed now, man. I got son and shit now. I got changed, man. I love being out here, too.
Yeah, bro, that's a fact. That price on freedom, man. You couldn't have said that any better, because that's exactly how I feel, man. It ain't worth it, man. You know what I mean?
I don't care if I'm broke. I don't give a fuck if I'm broke. Goddamn, fuck that shit. I'll goddamn find. I'll look on Craigslist or something and look for some work. I mean, I ain't had to do that, but I will do that. You know what I'm saying? Before I do anything illegal. Fuck that.
What brought you to that mind state? Was it just because, like, doing a lot of time, or I mean, I know you got a son. When did it click though for you to be like, I'm done, bro? Like, I don't want to do that shit.
Being in the hole, man, and like not hearing from nobody, and goddamn, like, man, like, that shit really fucked with my mind. And like, I just decided, like, hey, enough's enough, man. I'm tired of living like this. I'm tired of living like a goddamn animal. I'm tired of being treated like an animal. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm too young. I'm too young to be out here. I'm too blessed to be goddamn inside here. Like, I don't got to do this.
What's the longest time you did in confinement?
5.5. When I did that 2 in North Carolina, I never got out. I got extradited straight to Virginia and had to go to court up there.
No, what was the longest time you did in the hole?
Oh, I done did 6 months in the hole. When I got out, I got out from the hole. Virginia picked me up. Damn, I beat up this AB dude named Butterbean, man. He owed me $30. So he said some slick shit to me. I ended up beating him up, and they tried to hit me with an assault charge because he didn't hit me back. And damn, but everybody in the block made him write a statement saying, goddamn, that we was just playing. So they just let me go from that shit. I ain't hear nothing about it. So fuck.
Damn, bro. 6 months, a lot of people don't think like, I could do that. But 6 months in the holes, that's pressure, bro. Like, you're really in there for a minute.
No canteen, nothing. You know what I'm saying? You'll never get to come out 3 times a week for a goddamn shower if you're lucky. There's coronavirus shit's going on, so you might not get that. You know what I'm saying? They got food shortages up there. You know, the whole kitchen might catch coronavirus, so you know, the COs might be cooking your food. It might be some straight, man, I don't never eat that food. I swear to God. I eat like 8 packs of oodles and noodles and 2 bags of shebangs a day. I swear to God.
Yeah, zooms and wham whams.
Hey, they'll save your life though, man, for real.
Yeah, they will, bro. That's a fact. All gas station food, but that shit tastes like you at a restaurant when you eating it in there.
Yeah, I don't touch that shit out here, man. I won't dare eat nothing like that. Or you straight fried food out here. Fuck that shit. I go out to eat every day.
You got all that work done in prison?
Hell yeah. I got my whole body there except for like my ass cheeks. I do tattoos too.
Okay.
But
yeah, you're wet, bro. You soaked. Yeah, that shit's raw, man.
I got my whole back did and shit. I don't know.
Yeah, you got a lot of work done, bro. You got like a whole suit.
Oh yeah.
So were you doing tattoos when you were in prison?
Yeah, I ain't really like doing them like that because like the stuff's kind of aggravating, putting all that shit together and making needles and staying, and when I do my shit, I like to stay clean and shit. So I only did it to like my homeboys and shit, but I'm a beast with that needle though. I done did a couple tattoos since I've been out here.
Yeah, man, that's a good hustle too, man. But I know what you mean. Like tattoo men, they're always booked up. People ain't paying them, and there's a lot of drama with tattoo dudes, bro.
Yeah.
Out of your whole time in prison, man, and on the streets, what was the craziest thing you went through?
I think my craziest shit ever, bro. I done been through some crazy shit, but when I went on the run for that year and I just went out there into that real world and I didn't know nobody, you know what I'm saying? My brother was on the run too. I think like that was the craziest times, you know what I'm saying? Cause I was working like off Craigslist and shit and like I didn't know I was gonna make it day to day, but I couldn't do nothing illegal cause I was trying to stay on the low. So
Yeah.
like I think that's probably about the craziest thing, man. When I went on the run for about a year.
And that's a while to go on the run, especially when you got no help.
Hell yeah, man. Like when I got to Seattle, man, Seattle pays like $20 an hour minimum wage. So when you do shit like I do, like construction and shit, you making like $40, $50 an hour. So I was making good money up there working.
So when they got you in Seattle, man, like how did that go down? Because I know
Oh
the
man,
U.S. Marshals, man, don't play.
oh man. I had somebody else's ID. So like I done been stopped by the police like 12 times driving and everything. And like I always just give them the ID. I don't never hesitate, I always play it real cool and shit. And then they always got by. So I was in the hotel, I was about to leave and shit. I was about to go to the beach. And then I was in Tacoma. And then I heard knock at the door. The only time I hear a knock at the door is if it's a meth head, like asking for a lighter or a dollar or some shit like that, or, So I look out the window, I see it's the police. So I'm like, oh shit. But like, I'm confident though, because I done ran into them so many times. I've been on the run for a year, you know what I'm saying? So like, I'm not that worried about them no more. So my baby mama, she's like, who's at the door? I'm like, it's the police. So I just open up the door real goddamn confident and shit. They're like, put your hands behind your back. I go at it with them for like 30 minutes, bro. It's like 6 of them. I'm going back and forth with them. I'm like, my name's Brandon, man. Da 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 da. They're like, no, it's not. Da da da. We're going back and forth for like 30 minutes, and then they put my finger on the fingerprint machine, and that shit came straight back, and they goddamn locked my ass up.
Damn. Dog. So you were on the run with your baby mama then too, right?
Yeah, she was my baby mama then. I didn't find out she was pregnant till the day I got locked up. It was crazy.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah. I had my son on the 4th of July. Well, she had my son on the 4th of July.
I mean, you sound like you've been, you lived that life. So if you could say something to yourself when you were 18 years old, what do you think you would tell yourself knowing what you know now?
I would tell myself that, all fast money ain't good money, you know what I'm saying? And all free money ain't always free. Some shit comes with a cost. Some shit comes with a cost, man. It's better to run up a safe bag than a fast bag. Like make sure y'all, man, I would like a message for the kids. Make sure y'all damn stay out the way, man. Like do sports, man. Like try to get into college, bro. Cause like it's hard being out here when you grow up and having a record and all that shit. You don't want to be walking down these footsteps because it seems cool, but it really ain't,
And that's why I made this channel, man, because I feel the exact same way. You mentioned that like with the record and all that shit, how it affects you. Like, how does doing what you did your whole life still affecting you to this day?
Well, I'm on parole right now, and that's still affecting me. I'm on 7 o'clock curfew. So even though I'm changed and everything, I'm not doing nothing wrong. I still gotta abide by them rules. Even though I just did 2 years for going to Seattle, I might have to do some more time. I'm out on bond right now from Virginia, So even though the past will always come back and haunt you, I'm on probation for something from 2013. So like shit still comes back and bites you in your ass, man. Like the shit ain't worth it, bro. Like it costs a lot of money. Like you might get some quick money at the time, but let your ass get caught. You might do 1,000 things, but let your ass get caught for one goddamn thing. You gonna pay for about all 1,000 of them things, but before you pay for the court costs and all that shit, lawyers, all that shit, you're gonna unpaid everybody back.
Yeah, bro,
Restitution.
that's what it's all about, man. It's all become a money thing, bro. Like it's like you said, man. Like once you get caught, bro, like they hit you with like bills for shit that you didn't even know existed. Like,
And then if you don't pay it, you get locked up and shit, man. God damn, like
yeah,
it ain't worth it, man. It ain't worth it.
isn't that crazy, bro? So you go to prison, you become a felon, you get out on parole. And on parole, I don't know how it is in North Carolina, but down in Florida, like you got to have a job. And they call your job and make sure you're working there. And then they usually fire you when they find out, because like when your parole officer's calling them. So why do you think they do that? Do you think they do that for recidivism? Like for people, they want people to go back? Because I feel like it's set up for you to fail no matter what.
Yeah, I feel like that too, man. That's why, like, man, it's crazy, man. Cause like, I don't know. Like, I've never paid my money. You know what I'm saying? I'm just now starting to pay my money. You know what I'm saying? Cause like, I'm trying to get this shit out the way now. I've always been like, fuck it. But either way, they're gonna get it out you one way or the other. You know,
Yeah.
it's all like a money thing. It's just like if you got a court-appointed lawyer, your ass getting some time. If you get paid lawyer, your ass going home. It's all a money thing, man.
Yeah, bro, that's crazy. That shit needs to change. Hey, man, I appreciate you coming on the channel and, sharing your story and shit. And it sounds like you're really ready to change. And that's, I promote that shit a lot. So is there anyone you want to give a shout out to, man?
Yeah, hey, let me give a shout out to my boy Fat Cat, DL, KJ, Doughboy, Ali. If I missed your name, then my homeboy Trouble, who did my head, he got like 70 years left. But I'll try to let him get it. We just got tablets, so I might try to get him this video.
Yeah, that would be dope, bro. All right, man. And if you're new, this is the kind of stuff we do on this channel. We talk about and expose the corruption and just how screwed up the system is. It needs to change, and only will it change when we start speaking out and exposing this shit. So if you're new, man, do your boy a solid, hit that subscribe button, turn your post notifications on, so every time I drop an episode, you can hear it first. And with that, it's DOC TV, and we're out.